Now, looking at this, hello. Once again, it's Chris Noosh back with a Noosh vlog. And so this week, I've just been sitting down here. It's Monday, and I've been sitting down in the basement trying to figure out what I'm going to be working on this week, as well as doing a couple commission pieces this morning. But I found out what I'm going to do this week. It's an idea I've had in the back of my head, but I think I got it figured out. I've wanted to do an animated piece for a while, and I've done one that was kind of animated. It was basically wings up, wings down of a robin. You can see it there. But today and this week, I want to do like a for real animated woodcut piece. And I just gotta sketch it out, figure out the poses. I'm thinking of doing 9 framed woodcuts, all of the same thing, and each frame would be ironically a frame of the animation. So 9 frames all together. It's very short. Probably wouldn't even be like a second long. And hopefully I could loop it together so it would make sense. But the concept would be a hula hooping robot. And that's just kind of the first thing. I'm going to start with real rough sketches to make sure the movement and everything works, because I don't want to do a whole lot of work for something that doesn't look good. So I'm going to start off with real super rough sketches, put them together, make sure the movement looks right as I move, and maybe do like an animated woodcut this week. That is what I'm thinking. I think I've got enough time to do it. This might be a project that goes into next week. I also have this nerdy octopus block that I need to carve, and this will definitely be done this week as well. This one's going to be finished. The movement piece, I'll get the planning of that definitely done this week, but this will definitely be finished this week. So that's what I have in store for this week, as well as I'll be working on a commission in the background, most likely. So there we go. Follow along, see what I do. See how it comes out. All right, let's get going. It's Tuesday morning, and after fiddling around a little bit last night, I came up with the body movement, I guess, of the robot hula hooping. And that is the body movement of it. I might change some things. I don't know. Oh, Marty's rubbing on the camera. But I thought last night, so it's just going forward. But I thought last night that maybe I should move it so it's like the hips go backwards a little bit too. So I might play with that a little bit. But for now, that's where I'm at. I'm thinking about possibly doing it so the hips go backwards. So that's where I'm at right now, just to get the movement right. I might add some legs to it too. So I decided that the hula hoop was maybe a little bit too ambitious for my first time doing this, and possibly a little bit too ambitious for only 9 frames. So what I decided is just to kind of do a little dancing robot. And you see the basic movement there. That's what I've got. I've got the basic movement down, just a little hand wiggling and hip turning and leg moving, and the eyes go left and right. And I'm gonna do some like dials and stuff in there too. That'll probably move as well. And then with the color, I can make things blink. So that is what I'm working on. This is the final thing. So I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and then I'm going to make this to flesh this out even more, but I've got the basic movement down, and I think it looks pretty good. I finished the planning of this one. I've got it all fleshed out. It's all ready for me to start drawing out onto the board and start carving. But for now, I think the rest of this afternoon, I'm going to carve on my nerdy octopus, and I'll pick back up on this tomorrow. But that is what I'm thinking for this guy. Pretty simple. What do you think? Heyo, it's Wednesday now, and I am finished with the Nerdy Octopus carving. It is 100% done. This one was to replace an expired Nerdy Octopus carving that the block had started breaking on and not printing as well as it was. And look, I will put an image of that one right here so you can see them side by side. But that is finished. Just a little update. I think it's fun. Done. So this is finished. Gonna put it away now. Oh, one thing I always get questions on is the back of the blocks. What do the numbers mean? The numbers just indicate where I keep it on the shelf, and then I draw a circle on the edges where it's okay to pick it up. So there's like a really big circle on the back side right there, because that is going to be a big area where there's not going to really be a whole lot of ink. And that's how I keep my fingers clean when I'm printing. So I can just know where to hold and where I can keep my fingers clean on the block. So this is finished. And now I'm going to go figure out what size blocks that I want to carve this little guy onto. So I'm going to go measure this out, make a couple frames, figure that out right now. And then I'll come back and talk to you guys. But that's what I'm going to work on next. Just getting everything ready for these guys. So I have some frames to share with you. So I took a guess at the size of the frame that I wanted to do for these robot carvings. And the first guess was, what is this? I think this is 6 by 9, I think. Hold on. Let me measure this. It's like 6 by 4 1/3. So that's where we are there. But then looking at this, it seemed a little too large for me to be carving this multiple times. So, the same thing too. So I decided to go with a little bit smaller format. And for example, to show you two together, there it is. And I think this one's a 4 by 6. So that's where this is what I'm gonna do. I've made 9 of these frames. I think I only have 8 frames though. I don't know how that happened. I thought I was aiming for 9 frames, and I thought I had 9 frames, but when I got to the end of the animation, I only had 8 frames. So I don't know what happened there, but it looks good, so I don't want to mess with it and add another frame. I think it would just kind of be, it would lag a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna do 8 frames, which is fine. So 8 frames, 8 frames for the animation. Also, last night I was sitting down watching some movies, and I was drawing and sketching while I was doing it, just to kind of relax a little bit. And I added to my animation. I put those 2 little robots at the bottom that shoot hearts out of the top of their heads. So now what I got to do is I got to get all of these. So first, actually, I got to go cut some wood for the frames. And then once I get that done, I need to figure out a way to make sure that the carving that I do is in the same spot of each frame each time. So I gotta go figure all that out, get it all drawn out, and get it all ready to carve. So that is the next step. So here's what I got. I got the frame, I got the wood, I got the plan, and I've got all of the drawings that I've done printed out onto a sheet of paper. Now I've got to transfer those drawings onto these small little pieces of wood so that I can get ready to carve them all out and then ink them and paint them, and then I can scan them all in and have a woodcut printed little animation. Doesn't look like it, but this is the result of about 2 hours worth of work. What sits in this pile here. So I've been drawing out the little things onto each little frame, and it doesn't look like much when you move it slowly, right? But it's the animation all in each little frame. So all the thinking work is done now, and I just got to carve it out. Not gonna carve all of these this week. I might do 1 or 2 this week, but I got a couple t-shirt orders that I need to get ready, and I'll probably end up printing those tonight so I can do these tomorrow. So that is what I'm planning on. All right. I'll probably catch up with you again on Friday morning. See you then. All right, I told you I'd catch up with you on Friday morning. It is now Friday morning and, well, afternoon. this morning, or last night, I went to go print some of the shirts, and I realized that I didn't have any ink. Or enough ink. I would have had to stop in the middle of it. I had just a little bit of ink left. So this morning I had to go to the art supply store. I went to Blick and grabbed some ink. I've got all the ink now. I also went to the post office and packaged up some stuff to take to the post office last night. But all that stuff is boring. But for right now, what I need to do is I need to finish printing those shirts. I need to start on that. So that's what you're going to see for the next 30 seconds or so. Me print a bucket full of shirts, and then we'll see what I can do after that for the rest of the day. But that should take me at least 2 hours to print the handful of shirts. And maybe I can start on another little carving, but we'll see. We'll see what's up. All right, let's print some shirts. All right, so I've got all the t-shirts that I needed to print all printed up. You can see them, most of them, some of them hanging right there. But now, I've got a little carving to do, and this is gonna end out my week. It's about 3:20 right now. And just gotta carve one of these little robot guys and call it a week. So, thanks for hanging out with me this week. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And come back next week to see how this little animation piece ends up. So I'll see y'all next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.